All right, we did it. We made it to our workout. This is HIIT. My name is Mary. You just need a mat and a couple of dumbbells. Let's get started with some movements just to warm up our joints. We can start by rolling the shoulders, circling the elbows, getting joints warmed up. Change directions with the elbows and the shoulders. And then reaching opposite directions with the arms, doing a stretch along the sides. And then open and close. And why don't we start tapping our feet as we open and close, starting to get multiple parts of our body moving at the same time. We might be feeling a stretch in the chest here and in the back. Good job. All right, side to side, rotating, lifting one heel, and reaching with the arms. Again, stretching out the back a bit, starting to get blood flowing, and reaching down and down, down, stretching out maybe the hip here a bit. And then kicking the heels back, again, opening and closing with the chest. Now lifting the knees, marching, arms are coming up and down at the same time. Engaging the core. Let's do 4 more with each leg. 3, 2, and 1. Now swinging the leg forward. You can choose the height. No required height here. Just keeping chest lifted as we bring the legs forward, getting a light stretch in the back of the legs. Maybe bringing the arm overhead and toward that toe. Very good. All right, stepping one leg behind the other, bending the knees, stepping together, other side. Here again, you might be feeling a stretch in the hip. This is called a curtsy lunge. Starting to warm up the glutes as well. Two more on each side. Very good. And then going into just a basic deer lunge. So stepping down like that. Toes are pointing straight ahead, so feet are parallel. That's just going to help you have more balance. And feet are about hip width apart from side to side. This is an active stretch of the hip flexors. So the crease of the hip is where our hip flexors are. All right, side to side lunge. So keep toes straight ahead still. Inner thigh stretch here. Good job. Two more on each side. Well done. All right, hands behind the head. Feet again, maybe a little wider than hip width apart or about hip width apart. Just a basic squat, keeping the elbows wide, chest lifted. You choose the depth and pay attention to what your knees are doing. If you find that they're going inward toward each other like this, we don't want that, all right? So let's keep our knees and toes pointing in the same direction. 3 more right here. 2 and 1. All right. Coming to the edge of our mat, just bending our knees and transitioning to the floor. You can start putting some weight on your hands, warming up the wrists, starting by rocking from side to side with the fingertips facing forward, and then fingertips towards the sides, side to side, and maybe start doing some circles, chest coming around and change directions. And then coming to high plank, hands underneath the shoulders, the hips, press the heels into the floor, stretch the calves, and release. 2 more times of that, just lifting the hips, pressing the heels toward the floor, and release, and 1 more time, and release. Now, if you can, try bringing one leg forward toward the other, toward this front hand, and then rotate toward the knee that's bent. Ooh, definitely feeling a stretch here, especially along the outside of the leg. Then change legs, rotate again, you can reach. Make sure you're breathing. And you can step back. Now just bend the knees as you walk the hands back, and then roll up slowly to standing, 1 vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last. Very good. Side to side step, hands coming overhead. This is a modified jumping jack. You can keep it here, or you can do the full jack. Up to you. We'll be here for about 20 seconds. So try to keep shoulders relaxed, core engaged, knees softly bent. And no shame in keeping it at the modified version. Totally fine. All right, about 3, 2, and time. Okay, we have 4 circuits total. Each circuit has just 2 exercises, but we will do each circuit 3 times. We will do it together, so we've got this. If you go down, I go down. We're in it. So first exercise, I'll show you. Meant to start working on some cardio. So we're pretending like we have some object, and we're picking it up, and we're putting it on a shelf. Maybe it's on the ground. Use your imagination. So if you're picking it up from the ground, then maybe you're putting it on a high shelf. We're going to do that for 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other side. You choose the pace. If you want to really throw it up onto that shelf, be my guest. All right, 30 seconds per side, starting in 3, 2, and here we go. Just picking it up, putting it on the shelf. As we reach down, think about keeping your back straight, so good posture. Notice that I'm not hunching over like this. Well, I did just now, but thinking about that good posture. And if you can't keep the back straight as you go down, just don't go down quite as far. Good job. We have 3, 2, and switch sides, picking up that object, putting it on the shelf. Of course, make sure you're breathing. If you start to feel some achiness in your back, make sure you're engaging the glutes throughout this move. That'll protect the lower back. And we have 3, 2, and time. All right, exercise number 2, multiple options here. So I'll start by showing the most basic version you can do. So forearm plank, hands are separate rather than clasped for this plank. For the forearm plank here, you can have your knees on the floor. That is a modified plank, and you can have them lifted. So first option is just to go knees and knees off the floor, knees, knees off the floor. Second option is to go to our hands and back again to our forearms, hands and forearms. Third option is you can take your knees off the floor and do the same thing. Maybe add a push-up in if you want. Too many options, I know, but try it out. We have 1 full minute, so you'll find your groove. All right, starting this in 3, 2, and go. I'll start with just the up and down here. Again, you can be on your knees. Again, we're here for 1 minute, so find your groove. And then if you want, of course, you can add a push-up in between the up and the down. Or you can just keep it at the plank. Totally up to you. So we're about halfway through, so try switching which arm goes down first if you're doing the up-down, just to keep it symmetrical. Ooh, working on core here, chest strength as well. wrists if you're coming up onto your hands. Oh my goodness. It's a challenge. Less than 10 seconds remaining. 3, 2, and time. Alrighty, so those were our 2 exercises. We're going back to our picking up that object, putting it on the shelf, starting in 3, 2, 30 seconds per side. Here we go. Now you know both of the moves in this circuit. So if you want to add intensity, you may. Maybe the shelf got a bit higher. You're really having to reach down to pick up that object. Maybe the object got heavier. By all means, if you want, you can use a dumbbell, but you do not have to get a good workout here. 3, 2, switch sides. Reach down and up. Again, thinking about that good posture, long spine, flat back. Good job. 10 seconds remaining. 3, 2, and time. All right, back to our plank variation. 1 minute total, starting in 3, 2, and go. We've got this. Remember your options. You can do just the forearm plank, placing the knees on the floor and lifting them up again at your own pace. That is the first option I showed. You can also do the up down like I'm doing, and you can add a push-up in wherever you would like. I'll tell you when we're at the halfway point so that you can switch which arm you go down with first. All right, halfway there. Gonna switch arms. I know it's challenging. Again, really good for core strength, chest, shoulders. Hang in there, guys. We have about 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and time. Oh my gosh. Whew. All right, come up to standing again. Last round of this circuit. Picking things up, putting them on the shelf. Starting in 3, 2, and go. This is the last time we do this exercise in this class, so if you want to speed it up a bit, please feel free. Just keep that good posture. Five more seconds on this side. 3, 2, and switch sides. Good job. We're getting so good at this, guys. Keep breathing. Five seconds remaining. 3, 2, and time. All right, last time, our plank variation starting in 3, 2, and here we go. Woo. Last time we do this move in this class. As always, go at your own pace. Nothing should be painful beyond feeling like a good challenge. Just listen to your body and pay attention to good form. Ooh. All right, halfway there. Change which arm goes down first. Totally fine to be on your knees. And we have a break after that. 10 seconds remaining. Oh my gosh. 3, 2, and time. Oh my goodness. Whew. Oh, well done, guys. All right, we have a rest break. We've already done our first circuit of our 4 circuits. So just catch your breath, drink water if you would like, and just try to relax. Shake out the wrists. I'll get a sip of water. Okay, so we're still resting, but I'm gonna preview the next exercise. This is another cardio-focused move. First option is just tapping back, alternating legs, kind of like we're running, but we're not coming off the floor. But of course, if you want, you can progress it by coming off the floor. That is your first option, or that's the first exercise of our sequence. So we'll do that 8 times, and then we'll do skipping 8 times. 1, 2, so on. All right, time to get started. 8 and 8, 1 minute total, starting in 3, 2, and go. 1, 2, 3, go at your own pace. 5, 6, 7, 8, and then skipping. All right, you got it. Keep it up. You go at your own pace again, and you don't even have to come off the floor for the skips. You can just keep it at a march if that's better for you. Good job. Now another version here, if you want, is to do high knees for 8 rather than the skip. It's going to be slightly more challenging. Good job, guys. Keep it up. About 20 seconds remaining. 5, 6. If you lose count, just find your way again. 5 seconds. And time. Okay, very good. Next exercise of this circuit, we have 2 dumbbells, staggered stance, so 1 leg forward, 1 leg back, palms inward. We're doing a wide row here. Then we're squatting, stepping back, wide row, squat, step back, wide row. Start with me when you're ready. Going in 3, 2, and here we go. Wide row, squat, wide row, squat. If you need to put the weights down for this while you get used to the pattern, feel free. I'm going to do it facing the side so you have another angle. So squat, step back, row. Squat, step back, row. Good. About 20 seconds remaining. Keep the glutes engaged here. Three, 2, and time. Very good. Whew. All right, put the weights down. Back to our cardio move. Again, this is our tap backs, followed by skipping or high knees, starting in 3, 2, and go. Tapping back 8 times. So I'm doing the high knees, which is one option right here. But like I said before, you can do skip instead. Just listen to your body. "20 seconds remaining. and time. All right, we have our row and squat. Starting in 3, staggered stance 2, and here we go, wide row, squat, knees and toes in line for this squat. Now I'm trying to bring my arms out wide. That's going to be slightly more challenging than if you keep your arms tight. Either option is a good exercise, so do what works for you. Ooh. We are working back, glutes, core, shoulders, lots of things working all together. 20 seconds remaining. Keep shoulders down away from the ears. 10 seconds. Ooh. 3, 2, and time. All right, guys, last round of this circuit. We have our taps back right here, followed by skipping our high knee run. Starting in 3, 2, we've got this. Here we go, last round. Keep breathing. Halfway there. Ah. 10 seconds, we can do it. 3, 2, and time. Whew. All right, last exercise before we take a break. We have wide row, squat, step back, wide row. Just 1 minute, and then we have another rest break. Really thinking about engaging the glutes here. Halfway through, 30 more seconds. I am sweating. I don't know about you. 10 seconds, we got this. Three, 2, and time. Woo. All right, put your weights down. Another rest break. Drink water if you need it. Just catch your breath. Doing great. I'm gonna get water myself. All right, so we're still resting, but I'm gonna show you the next exercise. Here, we can use some creativity. I'll show you what I mean. So, the basic move is we're traveling from point A, which let's say is here, to point B. And we can choose how we want to travel there with 3 variables. We can do rotation, we can do height, and we can do distance. So I guess A and B can be farther or closer together. So let's say I want to go there and I want to rotate like this. I can do that, and then I walk back. So on. We're going to do 30 seconds in each direction, starting in 3, 2, and however you want to travel, just land softly with good form and reset. So I like this right here. I like this little rotation, but maybe I want to mix it up. Maybe I want to do like a jump higher, not go quite as far. Or I want to jump farther, but not go quite as high. So if you're like, I just want to do some cardio, then just pick one option and continue it. You don't have to get too creative. About 5 more seconds on this side. All right, changing sides. So I was rotating inward before, I'm gonna do that, but now facing the opposite direction. Whoa! Make sure you can land softly. You can do some crazy stuff with your hands as well. All right, 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and time. All right. Exercise number 2, we need 2 dumbbells. We're doing a forward lunge, pushing off, step together, scaption. So arms are at about 45-degree angle. One option as well is you can push off and balance. Scaption, we're gonna switch legs each time. All right, so join me when you're ready. Again, you can do 1 or 2 legs here, and it's okay if you wobble around. 1 minute total. Oops, if you mix up legs like I just did, totally fine. Working shoulders and ankle stability as well if you are doing the single leg balance. Legs are important as well for the lunge. Good job. About 20 more seconds. Keep shoulders down, away from those ears. 3, 2, and time. All right, put the weights down. We know our 2 exercises now. Remember, we're doing a travel from point A to point B. You choose the distance, rotation, and height, starting in 3, 2, and here we go. I'm gonna try maybe picking up the pace a little bit for myself here. Whoa. Crazy rotation. Just keep it doable, but also somewhat fun, hopefully. All right, switch sides and go. Remember, you don't even have to jump. You can just step if that is better for you. Five seconds. 3, 2, and time. Woo. All right, we have our forward lunge, scaption starting in 3, 2, and go. Optional balance, and change legs each time. Make sure you're keeping it controlled with the arms on the way up and on the way down. We're not just letting the weights drop. With gravity, we're keeping them controlled the whole time. Way to go, guys. About 20 more seconds. 3, 2, and time. Woo! All right, last round. We are just speeding through this. Rotation jump or step or whatever, starting in 3, 2, and go. Last time we do this move. Make sure you can land softly and with good form, knees and toes in line. And it does not have to be any particular distance. So it can be smaller, maybe you don't have a lot of space, totally fine. All right, switch sides. Whew. It's a good plyometric exercise. We're using power if we're doing that kind of jump. Five seconds. 3, 2, and time. Ooh, okay. We have our forward lunge starting in 3, 2, and go. Scaption. Super controlled. Not using momentum here. Using our muscle strength, shoulders especially. About halfway through. And we have a break after this exercise. Ten seconds. 3, 2, and time. Awesome job. All right. So, question for you. How many circuits have we done and how many do we have left? Okay, so we've done 3 circuits. Well done. We have one more. We've got this. After this next circuit, we will stretch. Okay, so feel free to get water. I'll get some myself. I'm going to go ahead and preview this next exercise. First move is on the floor to begin. So, coming onto the floor, hands underneath the shoulders. Now, plenty of options to modify. First option is you can go to your knees and back up again 8 times. Alternatively, you can do plank jacks. So legs coming out and in 8 times. And then when you're done, however you want to come up to standing, you may. You can jump your feet forward and stand up, or you can just step forward and come up. And then we're going to do 8 jumping jacks, or modified. So these. All right, so 8 and 8, 1 minute total. Getting ready to start in 3, 2, and here we go. Knees down and up, or these jacks 8 times. Come up to standing. Good job, guys. Going at our own pace. Woo. Halfway there. Ten seconds. Woo. 3, 2, and time. Very good. Woo. Whew. Okay. Next move is on our backs. This is a glute bridge variation. So we're on our backs, knees are bent. We're engaging the glutes to lift the hips. And here you can either just go up and down, or you can keep the hips lifted and take steps forward wherever you feel comfortable, and steps back. You choose the distance. The farther out you go, the more challenging it will be. So just keep that in mind. We have 1 minute total. And remember, you can also just go down and up with the hips. Both of those options are really good for glute strength. The second option is one where we're walking out. We're adding on a challenge for the hamstring. So if you're feeling it more all along the back of the leg, that is what you should be feeling. Good job, guys. Woo. About 20 seconds remaining. Very good. Keep it up. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and time. Whew, okay. Just roll over onto your side. Going back through. Starting with our plank jacks or plank up downs. In 3, 2, and go. 8 of these. And then modified or full jacks. About halfway through. Three, 2, and time. All right, glute bridge. 3, 2, and go. Either up and down or walking the feet forward and back. Really working glutes and hamstrings. About halfway through, we've got this. Fifteen seconds remaining. Three, 2, and time. Onto our sides. And last round through this circuit. All right, cool down after this. Starting with plank jacks in 3, 2, and go. Here we go. Home stretch. Go at your own pace. Maybe you want to pick up the pace a little bit since it's the last round. Up to you. Halfway there. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and time. Whew. Oh, sorry, we're on the floor. No, what are we doing? Yes, we're on the floor. Glute bridge. Starting in 3, 2, and go. Final minute before the cool down. Halfway there, 30 more seconds. Ooh, 15 seconds. Three, 2, and time. Oh. All right, turning over, we're gonna do a child's pose stretch. Side of the palms on the floor. This is a stretch for the lats. Bringing the chest toward the floor. Ooh. And just rolling up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Head is the last to come up. And we're just gonna stretch some more. Calf stretch, heel down, toes straight ahead. Putting the weight of our upper body just into this front leg, just for support, but pressing into that back heel. Change sides. Oh. And let's do an inner thigh stretch. Again, toes straight ahead. Let's bring an arm across the chest as well. Keep the shoulder down. And change sides. Now hip flexor stretch. We're just going to tuck the hips underneath us and almost like we're tilting our hips upward toward the ceiling, but keeping the core really tight, glutes engaged, feeling this in the hip flexors. Changing sides. Very good. Feet wide, toes straight ahead, flat back, hinging at the hips, bringing the chest over to one side, keeping that back flat. Wherever you feel a good stretch in the back of the leg, make sure your toes are pointing straight ahead. That'll give you a better stretch along the hamstrings. And change sides. And back to the center. Roll up, clasping hands behind the back, pressing shoulders down, ear to one shoulder. Reset to the center, ear to the other shoulder. Reset to the center, and we are done. Awesome job. Way to show up and get your workout in. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.